fellas, PV2 Smurf here. PV2 Smurf here. PV2 Smurf here. Oh fellas, PV2 Smurf here. Oh fellas, PV2 Smurf here. A quick recap. Finally took Lucy out for a maiden voyage after the oil change. Kinda had a little issue. As you can see from the video clip, Lucy had to have a little help. I was fortunate enough that somebody offered to help me. What happened was, in the midst of making sure all my fluids were good and everything was good, and in a rush to meet with some friends of mine to ride on this predetermined destination, I accidentally drove by not one, two, three, four, but five, but six, I believe it was, gas stations, and didn't put gas in it. So what happened? Well, me and Lucy was standing beside the road out of gas. Like any respectable person will do, I said, you know what, it's my fault. I'll push it right up the road. It's probably about a half a mile, and I'll get some gas. Well, my area, most of the area is not flat. Most of the area is mountainous, so pretty difficult. Luckily, a guy had approached me, probably about a quarter mile, maybe or so, pulled up from me, two guys in the truck. I first thought they were going to cause trouble. The guy stopped and said, "Hey, you know what?" He said, "Let me help you." So he gave me a ride. He helped push me, as you can see here in the video clip again. The guy that helped me said his name was Gonzo, best I can remember, and he said he rides with the Kings in another area. I believe it was the Kings. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I apologize, Gonzo. He stopped and he said, "Hey man, we all been here and stuff," and he asked me what was wrong. And I said, believe it or not, I believe it's just out of gas. Pull up a gas station, put a little gas in it, fire right back up. But after doing that big long ride, I realized there was another issue with Lucy that needed addressed. So what I done was I took time, did a little research, looked online and this and that. So instead of doing any major modifications, what I decided to do, instead of having to change risers and bars and things like that, I decided that after some research I could try these Hill Climber Gorilla Grabbers. Forgive me if it's wrong. If I enunciate it wrong or the website wrong, I'll put it right here on the screen for you. So I bought these. I thought, well, it's worth a try. No major modifications. It's a pretty simple, straightforward bolt-on installation. So right here is the image that you can see the actual part itself. I did email back and forth with a man. I believe his name was Mike. After emailing back and forth with the gentleman to verify which ones fit. Originally, when I bought Lucy, the bars actually had two direct bolt clamps, and they were two separate pieces that bolted to the risers. It was not one single piece. But over time, I wanted to change that to add more surface area because the bars kept slipping. And so I upgraded the risers. When I did upgrade the risers, I had to buy a new riser cap, I guess you would call it, or a riser top. And so when I did that, add more surface area, it increasingly helped the amount of grip I would have so the bars wouldn't pull back or push forward under hard acceleration or hard braking. After doing that, I wasn't sure which one of these would actually fit mine, so I emailed back and forth to verify, like, hey, if I buy these and they're not right, and, you know, before I even get them out of the package, could I send them back, and how all that worked before I bought it. Guys, very helpful, very prompt. I would recommend buying from them, do their customer service courtesy. What was surprising me was even during the COVID and the pandemic that's going on, their shipping was very quick, very prompt, and so it arrived here pretty quick. So as you can see, the picture here, I had to remove it. Be careful whenever you remove the bars. You do not want them to hit the tank. I mean, you might if you really don't care about your motorcycle tank. Most people are not on that same boat. Basically what you want to do to protect your tank is you can lay a towel over it or something other, but you just want to keep the bars from moving while you do this. It really, two people be optimal, but I've done it one person, as most things I do are one person jobs. As you can see from the design of this, there's 4 outer bolts and there's 3 inner inserts. with the modification I did do to these, I did add red Loctite to the inner bolts and blue Loctite, which I did not picture in the video. Added those to it, to the outer 4 bolts, in order to make sure they were secure and they would not come loose, because they do vibrate a lot. Riding the Softail that I have, you don't really have a fairing, so it is the absolute epitome of resistance. You are the resistance, the bars are, and so these do tend to vibrate and are under a lot of vibration most of the time. So this is a quick run through on how it bolted together. Some of the pieces and stuff went with it. But overall, I have to say a big shout out to Gonzo for stopping and helping me, him and his buddy. Because listen, it's really, really awful having to push that thing that far. Other than that, guys, I just want to say I appreciate everybody tuning in for all my videos, comments, and subscriptions and things like that. I really appreciate y'all helping me with making this channel grow. I really appreciate some good feedback and things I get. I've gotten from different viewers, different things that I could implement. I'm always open for new ideas, suggestions. If you have a suggestion for a video that you'd like for me to do that you're not sure of, or that you think that maybe I would have some insight on, hey, leave it in the comment section below. And if you leave it below and it's a striking idea, listen, I'll take care of it and we'll do it. We'll do it together. You know, you're thinking, well, I might do this, but I'm not really sure. Let's see if maybe he can, video, maybe he can help cover something to that extent and help me out. Well, you know what? You let me know in the comment section below, and that's what we'll do. But until then, guys, remember, as always, your rig, your call.